students, and welcome to today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss the Merchant of Venice Act 3 Scene 2, and we are going to discuss from line number 199 to 218. Now immediately before this part, we saw that Graciano expressed his desire to get married at the same time when Bassanio gets married with Portia. Bassanio also granted this request of Graciano on the condition that if Graciano is able to find a woman to marry with, then his nuptial rights will be solemnized along with that of Bassanio. Now then, Graciano tells Bassanio that in fact he is grateful to Bassanio. He is thankful to Bassanio because Bassanio himself has found a lady for Graciano. So Bassanio has found a woman with whom Graciano could get married. He tells Bassanio that his eyes could look as swiftly as that of Bassanio, and therefore when Bassanio was courting Portia, when he saw Portia, at that moment Graciano beheld the maid. Graciano saw the maid of Portia, that is Nerissa. When Bassanio loved Portia, Graciano loved her maid, that is Nerissa. And now, since he is in love with Nerissa, therefore he can no longer wait. The intermission no more pertains to me. That means what? It is no more welcome for him to wait any further. Just like Bassanio could not wait any longer to materialize his love and wants to get united with Portia in the bond of marriage, same way Graciano also finds it very difficult to wait any longer for their marriage to be performed. The fortune of Bassanio in love, or success of Bassanio in love, greatly dependent upon the lottery of casket. Same way, Graciano's success in love was also dependent on the lottery of casket, because when Bassanio was making the choice of the casket, at that particular moment Graciano was wooing Nerissa. So he expressed his love to Nerissa and he used all his energy to express his love to Nerissa. He swore to Nerissa with vehement oaths of love, and he kept on promising Nerissa with those oaths of love until his roofs turned out to be dry. Here roof does not mean the roof of the house. Here roof refers to the roof of his mouth. That means what? He swore, he took vows declaring his love, and he kept on declaring his love to Nerissa until the roof of his mouth was dry and until Nerissa granted him his request. And finally Nerissa promised him that if his master, that is Bassanio, succeeded in the lottery of casket, and if Bassanio becomes the rightful husband of Portia, then Nerissa would also accept the love proposal of Graciano. So now, since Bassanio has succeeded in the lottery of casket, and since Nerissa has already made the promise to Graciano, so therefore now she would accept the love proposal of Graciano. Then Portia is shocked, because Portia was completely unaware of all these things. So therefore Portia inquires of Nerissa that is it true? Whatever Graciano is saying, is that true? And Nerissa also frankly admits that yes, it is true that she has made that oath to Graciano, but at the same time she says that she would get married with Graciano only if Portia is pleased, if only if Portia allows them to marry. So she does not want to go against the decision of her mistress. Then Bassanio also is surprised and he inquires of Graciano that is Graciano serious, because it is very difficult to believe Graciano. He is a very talkative person and he talks an infinite deal of nothing. So Bassanio reassures himself by asking Graciano that whatever he is speaking, does he mean that in good faith? Does he really intend to get married with Nerissa in good faith? And Graciano assures Bassanio that yes, he means it very seriously. And it is then that Bassanio tells Graciano that their feast, their marriage feast, will be much honored by having the marriage of Graciano and Nerissa solemnized at the same time. So he assures Graciano that their marriage feast will be honored by having their marriage celebrations at the same time. And just then, three other characters enter on the stage, that is Salerio, Lorenzo and Jessica. And this makes Graciano say that, but who comes here? Lorenzo and his infidel. Infidel means a non-believer in Christian faith, since Jessica was a Jew. Therefore, Graciano refers to Jessica as an infidel. And my old Venetian friend Salerio. So they are also accompanied by Salerio. We know that Jessica and Lorenzo have been moving from one part of the world to other after their elopement from Venice, and now they happen to arrive at Belmont. And they are also accompanied by Salerio, who is one of the Venetian friends of Graciano. So we do till this much today. In the next class we will be continuing with our discussion of the same scene. Please do not forget to like my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you and stay blessed.